Good morning, all. This video, I'm going to show you how to work with cabinets. I'm not going to show you really how to design a complete cabinet system. That's going to be up to you to think about and kind of design on your own. I'm going to show you just how to use the tools, basically. So to start with, when I'm placing my cabinets, I want to be aware of my layout and my traffic areas and things like that. So I've got a couple of doorways here. Which is going to bring people through here to this garage door. This goes out to the garage. This just goes into the pantry. Okay, so things like that you want to be aware of. You don't want to put cabinets or islands or anything like that where they're going to impede traffic or inhibit your ability to work effectively in your kitchen. And of course, the same thing applies as I show you how to work with cabinets in your kitchen. The same thing applies to your bathroom. But there are different cabinets for your bathroom. They're vanities and stuff like that. A lot of times your cabinetry that's in your bathroom is not quite as big as the cabinetry that's in your kitchen, so that's what you want to be aware of as well. And to really find out for sure, basically what is common in a lot of the modern houses is go into your own kitchen, in your own bathroom, measure the counters or measure the cabinets from the ground up. They should come about 3 feet from the outside of the wall to the front, about 24 inches. And then, of course, like in the bathroom, a lot of times they're a little bit narrower from the wall out to the front. So go and measure those in your own house. I'm going to start with the kitchen here, and that's probably all I'm going to show you is the kitchen. The bathroom is pretty easy. I'm sure you can figure that out on your own. I'm going to click on my components. I'm also going to click on Load Family to load the counter or the cabinets that I want. And I've already been playing in here a little bit, so I've already got a lot of these already loaded into my project. But you see here we've got base cabinets, countertops, shelving, tall cabinets, and wall cabinets. Base cabinets are the cabinets that are on the bottom. They extend from the floor about 3 feet up. They usually have a countertop on top of them. And in your kitchen, that is what you use as your food preparation surface. Okay? It's where you make your peanut butter and jelly sandwich and things like that. Another cabinet that you'll be seeing a lot are wall cabinets. Wall cabinets are the cabinets that are about 2 feet above the base cabinet. Again, as you're standing there preparing your food, you might look up at eye level, and there are some cabinets there with doors on them. You usually have your bowls and your glasses and things like that in there. Those are wall cabinets. Then, of course, we have countertops. All counters have to have tops on them. And then, of course, tall cabinets. Tall cabinets extend from the floor up to about 5 to 6 feet high. Okay, so what we're mostly going to be working with base cabinets and wall cabinets. So base cabinets, I want to place some base cabinets first. And I click on base cabinets, and the first thing, and this is kind of like a little design tip here, in my kitchen, I really have a specific spot that I want my sink. So I'll start with my sink cabinet or my sink base cabinet. And there actually is one loaded into Revit, one in the library here. It's a double door, 2-drawer, double door sink unit. It does not have drawers up here at the top to where this one does. This is some of your other cabinet units that would be out to the side of that. But you can click on any of these, click on them once, and you can see what they look like and see what type of cabinet units that they are. Built-in, that's for like a built-in dishwasher and all sorts of other filler. That's a space filler. So if you have cabinets that extend so far, but then they kind of leave a gap at the end of the wall, or even between cabinets, then you would use that spacer, that filler, to fill in that empty space. Single drawer, 1 door, narrow door, regular door, and here is a whole unit. This is a double door 4-drawer, and you could use this one for a sink as well. And here's another, well, these are vanities. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. But these are vanity cabinets that would go in your bathroom. Okay. So forth and so on. But I'm going to start with my sink unit. So I'm going to click on my sink unit, open it up, and because I have used it already, it's inside of my project already, so I really have to select it from here. And here we are. Now let's see, double drawer, base cabinet, sink unit right here. All right, and you see here below it, it comes in many different sizes, anywhere from 24 inches all the way up to 48 inches. I'm going to put a big old double sink in mine, so I'm going to use this 48-inch wide. Okay, now I'm hovering in my project, and you can see that the cabinet unit, the base cabinet unit, is attached to my cursor. It's following my cursor around, and it's actually attached to the back of the cabinet, the section that goes to the wall. So wherever I want to put it, if I want to put it over here, then I need to rotate it by clicking on my space bar, and that rotates the cabinet around the cursor. Now once I get it in the position I want, then I can sort of put this unit, this again is my sink unit. I can get in there and click and place it where I want it. I usually start with the sink unit because then I just build off of that. I know where I want my sink, and then I build off other cabinets from there. Okay, now zooming in, just kind of pay attention to where it's mounting to. Typically it will mount to the wall here. Sometimes though it'll click or it'll snap to the inside, where it's just barely inside the wall a little bit. Just make sure that doesn't happen. Always double check your work. Zoom into it, double check it, see how things are working there. Okay, so I'm where I want to be. Now to show you what this looks like, I'll go to a section view. We'll look at it straight on first. Okay, so that's what our cabinets look like from the front. There is no countertop on these cabinets yet, and I'll show you that in just a second. The doors, you see the door handles are right here toward the center, and these dashed angled lines point toward the hinge side of the cabinet. So that's the hinge side. Okay, and that's just kind of how we symbolize where the hinges are on doors. I'm going to go into the 3D view, and I've kind of already prepared the 3D view a little bit for you here. I just kind of hid some of my walls there. But you can see there's no cabinets, no countertops on these cabinets. All right, and to put countertops on them, there are some that are stock in Revit. They are mostly adjustable. Clicking on load family again. Let's go back one and then go into countertops, and I have several countertops available. You can click on them to see what they look like. So there's a countertop with a sinkhole. There's a countertop with a sink already in it. There's a countertop. Another one with a sinkhole. Okay, so all different types of countertops here that you can use. And let's see, let's go with this one with the sinkhole. Okay, and let's see. Okay, I've already loaded it in my project, so I have to go and manually pick it out. There it is. Okay, and again, the cursor is kind of attached to the back of that countertop, and it's kind of the back upper left corner. I'll have to hit the space bar to rotate it. And remember, I said I wanted my sink right here in that large 48-inch unit. So I'm going to drag my countertop here. And here's one thing you have to look out for, is the countertops always seem to want to snap to the inside of the wall. We don't want the backsplash. Okay, backsplash is that narrow piece right there toward the back that you see the double lines. That's a backsplash. It sticks up from the counter about anywhere from 3 to 5 inches. It often wants to snap to the inside of the wall. So let's make sure it doesn't snap to the inside of the wall. Make sure it snaps to the outside. If you place it and it does snap to the inside, then just click on it and then use your arrow keys, and you can, again, I can click on it and just move my cursor, and I can move it back and forward and different directions and things like that. Okay, now it is editable, so I can drag this part of the countertop down to where I want it, and then it's the length that I need it to be. Okay, so you can do that. It's pretty easy to work with. I will produce another video to show you how to manually, if you have, especially if you're doing an island countertop and you want a sink in that island. The sinks on those are pretty custom. But anyway, I'll show you what the counters look like now with the countertop. Let's go into 3D view. Okay, and there is the countertop. Cool. Okay, so from there you can, look around with the other countertops. There's one that'll actually fit on the corner here as well. All right, well that is it for countertops and cabinets.